Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. We finally have some Star Rail content that I can watch. I've actually been waiting for this, but evidently they delayed it because there was an earthquake, I think. So obviously very good reason to delay. It did, however, come out at like midnight or something last night, so I was not aware. But I woke up this morning and in true KCB fashion, I am barely awake. But I wanted to watch this as soon as I could, because I've been trying to like avoid spoilers and stuff for the 1.1. I will pin codes in the top comment. I'll try and do that. That way you guys can just copy and paste them maybe, rather than putting them on screen. We'll try that. We'll try that this time. But let's watch. If you don't know what Honkai Star Rail is, by the way, it's like Fire Emblem Three Houses and Genshin Impact had a baby, and then they sent that baby into space, and then there were Honkai Impact characters named in space with said baby. That's basically what it is. The combat's great. The writing is great. Even the voice acting and like the mouth matchup, really solid. So it is good. It is good, and it's a genuinely good free to play experience. I can attest to that. Anyway, let's watch.
In the last few days, our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous source.
That's an owl.
A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard
Why is there an
Senjo
owl?
Lafu. Today, we're lucky to have with us in the studio the Lafu Skyfaring Helm Master Madam Yukong.
Oh, this may be spoilers for me, because I haven't actually finished the story. But I have heard that they left off on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Been brought under control. We've evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
I don't think I've gotten to that part yet.
Mr. Lacha, I hear you experienced the crisis firsthand. What was it like on the ground?
Yukong is dope though.
I was trapped in the
Big fan.
Lawfoo's Cloudford Harbor at first. It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers.
He is also
that
cool.
I was able to escape unharmed.
That's the Xianzhou Alliance. I knew you guys had everything under control.
I should mention that.
Are
over
they
the
just
course
doing
of this
media control right
crisis,
now?
We've witnessed a lot of suspicious activity. We believe the infamous Stellaron hunters are responsible. We now have 2 suspects in our custody.
That I knew about.
Blade and Kafka. Unfortunately,
That I knew about.
Their accomplice is still on the loose.
Oh, you're talking
That I
about
did
the
not.
hacker girl, right? Silverwolf? I heard she infiltrated the Xianzhou systems.
Wait, so this is like a skit?
Like this one?
Exactly, just like...
Yo, is that how they introduced her trailer?
This place is different from the rest of the space station. We're on Genius Society turf.
Oh, that was clever.
Alright, let's get going.
That's a clever switch. I love that.
We're looking for. It's a bait signal.
Dude, there's so much happening on my screen right now.
You can challenge the space station. But challenge me? Good luck.
I don't like her.
To Billabong's History
She's a mean puppet.
Museum.
New spot?
You can see, the interior looks brand new.
Who was that?
But we're in a bit of a bind.
Who was Butterfly Person?
Our exhibit was stolen.
Wait, is this a new event? Who's that? What is happening?
Let me take a look.
Dude, the Hoyo is so good with trailers.
Suspects.
I'm excited and confused at the same time, and I don't know why.
Let's settle this. Enough talk.
He's cool. I'm a fan. Well, my boy. The one carrying me in all my content. Well. This has to be some like a raid event, maybe?
Allow me to give you a dignified end.
Galactic roaming. Oh no, is that just the banner? Bruh. What just happened? Alright, that's code 1. There's actually a 4th code for the delay. So basically we're getting what would be the equivalency of 400 Stellar Jade out of this. Which is very kind of them. I mean, for, you know, natural disaster reasons, I don't think there's necessarily like you have to give a compensation for that. No one really expects that. It's not really anybody's fault. But it was nice of them to do that, for sure. Dude, nobody talks about the music in Star Rail either. The music in Star Rail is so good. I love it. I kind of I have a TV. I just want to put it on
And whether or not your
and listen to it all
has a
day.
day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. As always, it's your host and good buddy Albert. Welcome to the
Albert.
Honkai Star Rail version 1.1.
See, they even have an owl mascot.
special program.
This is just like Fire Emblem.
Here.
It's Fire Emblem, but space themed.
We've invited 3 special guests to be with us on the program. Introducing
Hi guys, my name's Melissa Fun and I voice Silverwolf.
Hey folks, my name's Craig Lee Thomas and I voice Law Cha.
Hi everyone, I'm Dawn M. Bennett and I voice Yukong.
pleasure
Nice.
to have you with us.
Good group.
Now, without further ado, let's get straight into Honkai Star Rail version 1.1.
Please.
What's new, Craig?
Indeed.
Well, judging from the trailer we just saw, it looks like all 3 areas got some updates. Herta Space Station, Bellabog, and the Xianzhou Lafu.
Toads.
I don't know if you noticed, but Silverwolf got the first bit of screen time. Just saying.
Speaking of
Yeah, Silverwolf is supposed to be like super unique.
Here, our notorious Stellaron Hunter is planning another visit to Genius Society territory.
From what I've
soon.
heard. I've heard
Let's take a close look at
rumblings.
this
I
little
don't pay
trophy.
attention to leaks, but I've seen rumblings. So she might actually be worth pulling for. When it comes to Star Rail, I'm really just focused on like filling out roles for team comps.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we saw this mysterious girl was back at the start of the story.
That's
Nihility.
right. It's
Interesting.
hard to keep an air of mystery when you're the first one on the scene.
She's
but-
Quantum.
I think she couldn't have timed it better.
I think you couldn't have timed that better.
So, what role does Silverwolf have within the Stellaron Hunters?
Yes, please tell.
She's a super hacker,
Oh.
essentially. Lots of
I want-
technical
never mind.
know-how. If you've got a hack, she's
really
got
care
your
about that.
back.
It's kind of scary how good she is.
Yeah.
Hacking the surveillance system on Herta Space Station?
We know she's a
Not
hacker.
easy. That's how she located the Stellaron.
Let's not forget the Xianzhou.
I wanna know what
hacked into
role
the
she
Lafu
fills
systems
in,
and guided
team,
the Astral
if
Express
you
crew
play
on
her.
the ship.
Hey, you guys know that this is all pretty illegal, right?
Yeah. I guess what we're trying to say is Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all defense systems. That's why she's useful to the Stellaron Hunters.
I see. Second question. What's with all the gaming paraphernalia?
Oh,
She's
I
a
didn't even
gamer.
notice that too. A console here, controller buttons there. It's a vibe.
Well, this probably won't come as a surprise to
She's a
anyone,
gamer.
but she's a gamer. In
Told ya.
fact, She sees the universe as a
Mhm.
game in itself, and she's playing to win. She actually uses a lot of gamer slang in conversation. Not everyone picks up on it, though.
I kind of want to know.
Got it. So it's fair to say she's kind of a nerd?
Wow.
You could say that. She's also not great at socializing.
Really?
Look along great.
She always struck me as pretty outgoing.
I guess she does have a lot of friends.
Hold up a second. She's an outgoing nerd with poor social skills and a lot of friends.
Contradictory.
That's quite the combo.
Well, if you struggle to make friends, why not create your own?
That has
Melissa,
not
you're talking about
been my
imaginary
experience in
friends,
life.
right?
I'm gonna keep it
not
a
sure
buck.
that counts.
Oh. Okay, let me explain. I'm talking about the AI modules in her weapons. See these little guys on her character artwork?
Oh, that's what those are?
Friend. There's Devil. This one over here is White Collar. Oh, and this one's Servant.
Aw,
I
they're so
I
cute.
don't know who's who.
Yeah, they're pretty adorable. When Silverwolf talks about her team of professionals, she's talking about these guys.
Hold on a second.
That's nice.
Since when did AI become so adorable? Clearly, we're making it real easy for the machines to take over.
It's true.
It's thanks to Silverwolf's
We are.
hacking skills that she's been able to forge such a fearsome reputation at such a young age. Let's take a look at her strengths.
Well, Silverwolf is a quantum-type character following the path of nihility. She can apply different debuffs to enemies to improve her allies' combat superiority.
Yeah, I heard she's really good at
Her
debuff.
skill can inflict a weakness on
Like,
enemies.
really good in
The
terms
weakness
of
she
she's
inflicts
going to be a
matches an
unique
ally's
character.
attack type.
Which is to say that even if nobody on her team has an attack type which matches an enemy's weakness, Silverwolf can create a weakness
Yeah,
that
that's
will
pretty tight.
correspond to an ally's existing strength.
That's pretty tight.
Exactly. In addition, every one of Silverwolf's attacks has a chance of inflicting the enemy with a random bug. There are 3 kinds of bugs, which reduce the enemy's attack,
Dude.
defense, and speed, respectively.
Okay.
That is a
Outside of
unique
combat,
trait that I think is
Silverwolf
worth
can
pulling
use a
for.
technique
Like,
to attack
genuinely.
an enemy and enter battle. Regardless
Like,
of enemy weakness,
Genuine
she deals
is
damage
cool.
to all
And
enemies
I
reduces
did-
their toughness.
If Silverwolf
did
breaks the
really
enemy's
want
weakness
him.
with her technique, it triggers the
But
quantum
ultimately,
break effect,
he's
right?
like,
Yes, that's right. What
he
else
is a
did I
lightning
mention?
AoE.
Oh, her ultimate.
And I have somebody who can do that
Silverwolf's
already.
ultimate has a high chance of reducing the enemy's defense in addition
Serval
to
is
dealing
decent,
damage.
right?
I love that animation. It's like something out of a rhythm game, right?
I don't think anybody is going to be able to
See
do
what you
this
mean by the universe being a game to her.
as a different character.
It doesn't stop there either. Did I mention her ability names? There's System Warning, Allow Changes, Awaiting System Response, Force Quit Program. Oh, you get the picture.
Yeah. Oh, was there one called a 10-set guarantee? Ooh. Or how about Single Warp Miracle?
I'm confused. Is that funny?
Sadly not. Her ultimate's called User Banned, though.
Oh, that's
I know
tight.
what that means. Banned out of existence. Yeah, I guess the scary ultimate needs a scary name. Well, it's time to move on to the Xianzhou's mysterious visitor. Locha, the traveling merchant.
Locha, I don't really know anything about. I just think he's cool. Because I met him in the story. But I guess when you're paired up on a banner with Silverwolf, who is like relatively really unique,
Straight off the bat, man knows how to dress. Elegant look.
you're probably not getting a lot of
They say
talk
he's
time.
hiding a secret.
Oh, he's
What do
imaginary.
you think? Good guy or villain?
He seems very suspicious.
Really? How so?
Well, imagine some guy waltzes into your hometown dressed like an aristocrat from another planet, but he knows all the local customs. You'd be a little taken aback, right?
Hey, I think you're being a little hard on the guy.
Interesting.
Some tourists do their research.
Uh-huh. Well, don't you think his healing
True.
abilities are a little mysterious?
It is appropriate as a
During the
tourist
storm,
to
crisis.
understand and respect the culture
If I'm a traveling merchant, I'm gonna want
that you're
some
walking
instant
into.
skills under my belt. Exactly. It's a dangerous career.
Career, huh? Are you sure that's how he makes a living? We haven't seen him trade a single thing.
He carries
I
a
feel
giant
this guy
coffin.
already made his fortune. Maybe traveling merchant is just what super
We're not gonna
rich
talk about that?
tourists like to tell people.
Jeez, you guys have an answer for everything. Is this the Lacha fan club or something?
Yes.
Let's start one.
Yeah.
Well, what about the coven he carries around with him?
Thank
Doesn't
you.
have the ordinary there, right?
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
I'm not so sure. Everyone needs a conversation starter, right? Especially traveling merchants.
That's a
Think about
weird
it.
conversation
Walk
starter.
past this guy. The coffin's gonna draw your attention, right? You'll probably ask him about it, and before you know it, he sold you a new set of shower curtain rings.
You know something? That kind of makes sense.
Pretty smart.
It doesn't,
I
no.
see.
And if you
confused.
find people are in need of a few shower curtain rings, I happened upon the finest collection of authentic Xianzhou bathroom wear. Beautiful stuff. Low prices, too.
Touching the original question here. Is La Cha a good guy or villain?
I don't think we have enough information.
All right.
Spoilers.
Guess all you trailblazers have to make up your own minds. So, why don't we take a look at his ability?
Ooh, now
Yay!
we're talking. Law
Even though I
Cha
probably
is an
won't pull for him.
imaginary type character following the path of abundance. For a man with medical knowledge, it's not surprising that he's strong on protection. He can offer healing too and dispel debuffs from his
Oh,
allies.
interesting. Okay.
For example, Law Cha's skill can restore an ally's HP.
Yeah, I guess I knew that
When the
already.
HP of any ally
Again,
falls
from the
below a
story.
certain percentage,
I just kind of
Law
forgot
Cha
about it.
uses his skill on them without consuming any skill points. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Emergency healing, huh? Important for team survival.
Sure is.
I mean,
After
that's a
unlocking
nice
special
niche to
trace,
have.
Using Law Cha's skill also
Currently, we have
dispels
one
a
healer,
debuff from an ally.
who is Natasha.
Using Law Cha's ultimate,
But
Death Wish,
to heal,
dispels one buff
you
from
gotta either
and
pop her
deals
ultimate
imaginary damage to all
or
enemies.
use a skill point,
In other words, if you've got an enemy that's always buffing themselves, or
which
debuffing their
currently
allies,
all
La
the
Cha has an important role
all
to
the
play.
big scary characters
Exactly. And
are
here's something else.
skill point.
Every time Law
thirsty,
Cha uses
so.
his skill or ultimate, he grants himself one stack of Abyss Flower. Now, when the Abyss Flower reaches a certain number of stacks, Law Cha deploys a field against the enemy, which lasts for a set number of turns. When the field is active, allies recover a set amount of HP.
Yeah,
whenever
that's
they
pretty
make an
tight.
attack. And that's not all.
That's
After
pretty tight.
unlocking a special trace, attacks against enemies in the field can restore ally HP.
Cool. It's like a force field of healing.
During exploration, when Law Cha uses his
Yeah,
technique
we did
to
need a
reveal
better
food,
healer.
His field will be immediately generated at the start of the next battle.
Sheesh. Mr. La Cha. Mysterious origins and extraordinary skills.
Yukong! Ooh, she's a bow. Not that that really matters, because weapons are light cones, typically. Wait, is she a 4-star?
There's somebody else here we gotta get to.
Oh, she is a
I'm talking
4-star.
About the elegant, sky-faring Hellmaster, Madame Yukong.
About time, too! Well, from commerce, cargo, passengers, all the way through to the Air Force, the Skyfaring Commission is in charge of all matters relating to flight. Yukong is the head of that commission, so the above falls right under her remit.
Nice. Speaking of flight, it seems like star skiffs are the most emblematic means of transportation on the Xianzhou.
Yeah, they're a common sight.
So
in
she
the
is
Xianzhou
also
skies.
imaginary.
Yukong can fly them, right?
But is Harmony
I'd say
bad?
she's pretty handy with a star skiff. When she was young, it was Yukong's flying skills that saw her promoted by the general.
I
Because she
kinda
joined the
want
Skyfaring
Yukong.
Commission. She soon became an ace among the other pilots.
Because I really like her voice.
Huh? That's not the story I heard.
All right, you got me. Here's the director's cut.
I guess she's only a
Yukong
4-star
ran
too.
6 red lights in a row. She
Right.
was dragged straight
It's
into
never a
the
bad
general
idea to
and-
pull for a
I get the
4-star.
picture. Sometimes rebels get
It
noticed.
is. It is a
You're
bad idea
only
to
young
pull for a
once.
4-star.
6 red lights, huh? Disclaimer, trailblazers, don't try that at home. Well, her rebellious streak might be a thing of the past, but she's still as sharp as ever. Dawn, give us the lowdown.
Coming right up. Yukong is an imaginary type character following the path of harmony. Her
Nice.
skill Emboldening Salvo grants her 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings. When Roaring Bowstrings is active, the attack of all allies increases.
Oh, she
Yukong
buffs.
loses 1 stack of Roaring Bowstrings with every allied turn.
In other words, Yukong's skill can increase allies' attack for 2 turns.
You got it.
I like
During
that.
exploration, using Yukong's technique increases her movement speed for a set time. It
Ooh,
also allows her to obtain 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings.
She's a
at the start of
taxi.
The next battle.
Ooh, sounds like a good recipe for shaking off enemy pursuers.
Using Yukong's basic attack triggers her talent.
So I know at
7
some point
layers, 1 arrow.
I'm gonna
which deals
need
additional
2
damage
teams.
and increases the toughness reducing damage of the current attack. This effect
already
will
have
be
1
triggered
buff.
again after a set number of turns.
Ah.
When Yukong
She could be
unleashes her
2 buff.
ultimate, Diving Kestrel, She deals
I'm
imaginary
just justifying
damage to a
pulling for her in
single
my head.
target.
That's all.
If Roaring Bowstrings is active, its effect
Don't
is
mind me.
enhanced, increasing the crit rate and crit damage of all allies. Her days on the front lines may be over, but Yukong's skills didn't go anywhere.
We got 2 imaginary
Maybe one
characters in
day
this? That's
we'll get
kind of
to see her
crazy.
Take flight once again.
Ooh.
One of
here's
which is a
hoping.
healer.
Man, we're really spoiled for choice with these characters, huh? Still, let's not forget what else we've got coming up. In version 1.1,
Yes.
we'll be welcoming 2 brand new light cones to the warp.
Okay.
First up, Incessant Rain.
Okay.
Bubblegum in the rain, huh? That's a mood.
The Silverwolf energy is strong in this one.
You got
So
that
that's
right.
Silverwolves.
Someone don't want to tidy the room?
Name. Card.
So true. She's like,
It's her main
I
cone.
told you, Kafka. I'm gonna tidy it as soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
Now, the second light cone is the Path of Abundances, Echoes of the Coffin. See, it looks like a snapshot of Lacha talking to the coffin?
Wow.
Are they?
Some
They're not going to talk
warm
about what they
vibes are
do?
emerging from beneath the lid.
Interesting.
So many questions. I get
I
a
mean,
sense of mystery. and
my primary
elegance, but
point
there's
in
also
polling
kind
for
of
light cones is
tenderness
if I
and
like the art or
fragility
not.
here. Don't you think?
Well, one thing's
Surely
for
there
sure.
is a
If people
4
weren't
or
curious
3
about
star
Lacha's coffin
equivalency
yet,
that will
they are
suffice.
now.
Just a man in his ornately decorated vine-producing coffin. Nothing to see here, folks.
Whatever you say, Craig. Check this out. During the first phase of version 1.1 in the character warp, Contract 0, Trailblazers can obtain
Okay.
the limited 5-star character Silverwolf.
Dan
During
Hung,
the same phase
Asta,
in the light cone
and
event
Serval.
warp, the
Curious.
drop rate of the 5-star light cone Incessant Rain will be boosted. Now during the second
I can
phase
use
of
these.
version 1.1 in
Oh,
the
Yukong's on the
Pursuit,
second banner.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Lacha and 4-star character Yukong. During the same phase, in the Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone Echoes of the Coffin will be boosted. I almost forgot to mention, when version 1.2 rolls around, Trailblazers can take part in an in-game event to obtain the 4-star character Yukong for free.
We're getting Yukong for free in 1.2.
Details for this event will be announced through official channels in the not too distant future.
Oh,
Nice.
Ooh, awesome.
Whew.
well, that
Let's take a break
changes
for a
things.
minute here, but when we
That
get
changes
back,
things a bit.
We'll be talking version 1.1.
Huh. Oh. Okay. All right then. I need a strategy. I'm gonna have to come up with a bit of a strategy for this. As someone who doesn't have a lot of Stellar Jade at the moment, I got some choices to make. Because I think I won my 50-50 last time. So I think I'm going in on Silverwolf on a non-guarantee, which feels a little bad. But I think over the 2, Loach is a really good healer. Like, that's some crazy healing power. I think ultimately you probably want to go with Silverwolf.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. New characters and light cones aside, version 1.1 has lots of events and gameplay updates.
That's good because we needed
And a
events.
little bird told me there's an event connected to Silverwolf on the way.
I heard the same thing. At the start of the story, Kafka and Silverwolf invaded Herta Space Station. Kafka's mission was to awaken the Trailblazer. Silverwolf's mission was to help Kafka infiltrate the space station systems and locate the hidden Stellaron. But that wasn't
I
enough
remember that.
for Silverwolf.
I was there for that.
I can believe that. She's been on the IPC's wanted list for as long as I can remember.
During the invasion, she left behind some kind of digital graffiti. Just her way of letting everyone know Silverwolf was here.
Way to rub it in their faces, Silverwolf.
So we have to find
Still,
it.
artists need an outlet.
This all sounds like
Interesting.
classic Silverwolf energy to me.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the name of her homeworld. Punk Lord. Kind of fitting, don't you think?
Do we get to go there?
No way.
Because
Afraid
that would be
so.
tight.
I think she was destined for this kind of behavior. Anyway, in the Star Hunt game event, the Trailblazers receive an invite from the space station's network security
Ooh,
engineer,
you could like them
Leonard.
too.
They have
That's
to help
tight.
Leonard locate the digital graffiti hidden across the station and uncover the secrets inside.
Wait, there are secrets hidden inside the graffiti? But if it's all digital... Oh,
We
I
have to
bet
go
he needs
inside
help
the
with it or
art.
something.
You might be right. We also get to meet a new Genius Society member, one of Madame Herta's collaborators, Screwlum. He'll be helping the Trailblazers
Dude.
too.
Wait, haven't we seen Screwlum before somewhere?
I think we saw a hologram portrait of him in
Yeah.
his office. He's a robot, right?
A robot Genius Society member. Interesting. I bet he's got a few hacker skills up his sleeve. If he's helping us out too, I'm sure we'll be fine.
You know what I found out? Silverwolf and Screwlum actually faced off against each other once.
Oh.
You can see a snapshot of their fight in the We
I
Will
wonder
Meet
if that's
Again
going to be
fight.
like a suitable comparison light cone for her.
Screwlum, looking kind of handsome there.
Because that would be
Jeez, his
tight.
portrait really doesn't do him
Because I really
justice.
don't like pulling for light cones.
You know, if you and the light cone need a moment here, you know, the rest of us can head out.
Love a handsome robot.
I guess this event will be the second time Screwlum's come up against Silverwolf's mischief then. Old enemies locking horns once again.
Ooh, guess it does kind of feel like a rematch.
I gotta mention that graffiti again. Anyone else feel like it'd make for a good tattoo? I feel like some of these characters could.
You
pull it off.
know
I
somebody's
think that
getting
feature's
tattooed
coming to Star
with
Rail
that art.
anytime soon.
100%. There's going to be some Star Rail fan who gets a bunch of like Silverwolf
Collectible.
graffiti
The
as a
Trailblazer can
tattoo.
apply them to in-game surfaces and take photos with the artwork.
So cool.
Nice.
Collecting the graffiti designs also allows you to unlock the limited 4-star light cone before the
Oh.
tutorial mission starts.
This is probably what that is.
Complete the event mission to obtain Always Smiling, which can be exchanged in the event shop for limited light cone special superimposition material, as well as stellar jade.
Hey, that's another good-looking light cone. Not to change the subject or anything, but I gotta ask.
I don't
is
like that they don't
Albert
tell us
merch I'm seeing over there?
what the light cones
I
do.
want one.
But, or even like, even if they just had like a,
I introduced you to the
like a
high-seas
disclaimer or like a little chart that showed us what the light cone's functionality was supposed to be, like,
Maybe let's just
I
get
would
back to
appreciate
version
that.
1.1 for now. In the
But-
story thus far, Belobog has finally emerged from the Stellaron
Eh,
shadow.
whatever.
But there's a lot left to do. The city is going through changes. Any of you guys want to shed some light?
I heard a thing or two. Now that the underworld and overworld are reconnected, things are definitely heading in a better direction. One
Yay.
recent development, Belobog's History Museum is getting ready to reopen to the public.
Museum? I love museums. Aw, don't you wish you could take the exhibits home with you, though?
The only problem is exhibits are being stolen. Anything you'd like to tell us, Melissa?
Oh, wait a minute. I only just found out they had a museum. How could it have been me?
I didn't say it was you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Prime suspect. Anyway, in the Everwinter City Museum Ledger of Curiosities event, the Trailblazer must help
I'm down for
Caleb
this.
track down clues and recover
As
the
a
lost
former
exhibits.
museum
I
professional,
love a good whodunit.
I'm down for this.
Well, that's not all. The Trailblazer can take on managerial responsibilities and help run the place.
Huh.
Yes.
So what does that involve exactly?
I've always
I'm
wanted
glad
to
you
life
asked.
simulate
The
work when I'm
Trailblazer
not
can do
working.
things like collect exhibits and enlist other individuals to
Ugh.
improve the overall experience for visitors. After
Gertie.
achieving
Gertie is
specific
100% the name of someone who
operations,
works
they
at a
can
museum.
funds to expand the museum's exhibits.
100%.
And unlock limited time rewards such as stellar jade, lost crystals, and self-modeling resin.
Sounds like fun. I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake.
Okay, I'm
When
into
the limited
this.
time event is
Not gonna lie.
over, the
I'm kinda
museum
into
will
this.
remain as a mode within the game. Trailblazers can return to the museum at any time to check out the collection and catch up with colleagues.
Of course, if you encounter any issues during the running of the museum, please.
Yes,
don't
leave it
hesitate
in the
to get in touch
game.
with the IP.
That's what I'm saying. All this limited stuff that Genshin does is so annoying sometimes.
Gotta get ahead of myself.
I'm glad that
Deep breath,
Hoyo
Albert.
is
Whatever
learning
is an IPC
like,
sales pitch.
how to make the experience better
Commercials for a living.
from, like, in my
Don't worry.
opinion,
That is
falling
sounding
short
useful
in
service.
Genshin.
Maybe
on some
LTC
things.
should look into it.
I'm
I'm sure our trailblazers are more interested in the content of the new version. Let's get back on track.
All right.
Where's my
A
free
researcher
Yukon?
from the space
That's what I
station
want to
found
know.
a combat
Oh, there's
simulation
another
program
one?
of unknown origin called Stellar Flare, which
Bruh.
contains a series of new challenge stages.
Okay, so this has to be battle themed, right?
More challenges?
We've had
Every stage in
exploration,
Stellar
we've had
Flare
life
has a
sim.
challenge theme and
This has to be a
corresponding
battle
special mechanism. Trailblazers
event.
will have to think outside the box and use any advantages
Yeah,
offered by the
okay,
mechanisms
there we go.
to complete the stage in as few turns as possible.
Hoyo likes to
Sounds
do
like
events
you
for
forgot
everybody.
them all to me.
The difference with Stellar Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat. For example, in
Dude,
some
watching the
stages,
combat
using
in normal
skill
speed,
doesn't
it feels so
consume skill
slow.
points. In others, damage dealt when breaking an enemy's toughness
What's he
is
doing here?
increased, but the enemy's toughness will be
What's my man's
immediately
doing here?
restored.
Sounds pretty cool, but
Oh, he's a
I'm
trial
sure
character.
Silverwolf will take care of it in one turn.
What if I haven't leveled up enough characters? Is it impossible for me to complete the challenge?
Now you get
Or,
trials.
To assist Trailblazers in completing the challenge, every Stellar Flare stage has a trial character suited to the theme.
You don't say.
Dude, they have level 70 characters?
The
What?
Garden of Plenty event. Recently, the
Oh,
Cosmos
I need to
entered
play
a
through this game.
turbulent cycle,
What the heck?
and the calyxes are unusually active.
There's
The
another
reality
one?
data contained within them has grown exponentially.
Oh, this is like a bonus
Which
mats. Okay.
means-
It means that over a fixed time period, Trailblazers have a set number of daily attempts to
I
obtain
hope
double the
that they
rewards
do
for
this every
calyxes.
patch.
Leveling up, here we come.
From what I've heard,
the next event we're going to talk about
from
is called Lab
players-
Assistance in Position.
dude, there's
Lynn
more?
Schilling is a Department of Implement Arts researcher on Herta Space
From what
Station.
I've heard from
She's
players
currently
who
preparing
are
research
further ahead than I
projects
am,
needed for the
the
next
resource
quarter.
gap gets
However,
crazy.
The Antimatter Legion's invasion has
Dude,
messed
there's
up the
more.
progress.
We're
As
into
a result,
July
Lynn
with
Schilling
this
has
event.
asked the Trailblazer to help her
Bruh.
collect monster materials for use in her research topic. If the Trailblazer collects and submits the experimental materials required on a given day, they can receive corresponding rewards.
I got a question, Dawn.
Fire away.
These are Space Station and Bellabog events, right? Aren't there any events or missions on the Xianzhou Luofu?
You beat me to it.
Oh,
That's exactly what I was about to bring up. In version 1.1, 3 new companion missions are destined for the Xianzhou Luofu. These missions will involve Bailu,
Dude, there's
Yanqing,
so
and
much
Mo.
content.
As for the specifics,
There's
I'm
so
gonna
much
keep that a secret for
content,
now.
though.
We can't go spoiling all the fun, can we?
what? Not even one detail?
Come on, Don. Can
I'm
you
dying out here.
We're on the edge of our seats
I'm
here.
dying out here.
Yeah, come on, Dawn.
All right. Do you guys remember the
Punk
girl with the
mentality.
blindfold in the opening trailer? And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
Vaguely, yeah.
I was wondering who she was.
Well, all I'll say is that she and the Xianzhou have a complicated past. And her appearance on the Xianzhou leads to a dramatic encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yin Qing. And that's all you're getting. Sorry! Surprises are worth waiting for.
I hate waiting.
True.
Oh, come on.
True.
No, I'm afraid that's all you're getting.
Dude, there's so
However,
much.
I do have a little info on some other updates.
There's so much coming.
Interested?
Sure, I guess.
Well,
We
if
have
nobody's
more
that
updates?
interested, then I suppose I'll just.
Of course we're interested.
What, are you crazy?
Albert, you're interested, right? That's better, good boy.
Nicely done, Melissa. The check-in event Gift of Odyssey will also be arriving in version 1.0.
Bro.
For the length of this version, as long as Trailblazers log in for 7 days, they can acquire
Bro.
10 Star Rail special passes.
10 free warps? Nice.
Version 1.1 will
Bro.
also see some system updates. When Trailblazers need to obtain leveling materials that only a certain type of enemy can produce, they can instantly teleport to an area where the enemy is present, as well as pinpoint the precise location of the enemy on the map with a
Events,
marker.
Sounds like a
unique
real
character
time
functions,
saver.
Wait until you hear this.
quality of
Once
life.
the enemy in question is defeated, the marker will
10
automatically
free
lead to
pulls.
the location of the
Unlimited.
next enemy. After all marked enemies on a map have been defeated, Trailblazers can continue to pinpoint enemies on
This
other
is
maps.
this is how you
This
run a
process
game.
Can be repeated until all
This is how you run a
spawn
free-to-play
enemies of
game.
A certain type have been defeated.
Oh, that's a lifesaver. I barely found my way to the studio today.
There's also a small combat surprise in store.
Oh.
During combat, trotters that have lost their way may randomly enter battle. As long as the trotter is defeated before it manages to flee,
Oh, that's tight.
additional leveling materials can be obtained.
Enemy geolocation and additional material opportunities? Devs, I owe you one.
Last but not least, in order to help Trailblazers
Dude.
stay in touch, version 1.1
This is wild.
also has a friend chat function.
I don't really
So,
have any
aside
friends,
from helping
so-
friends through support assist, we can send them messages too.
You got it. Doesn't
But
matter
that's
if they're old
nice.
companions or new acquaintances.
That's
That's the
nice
spirit
that,
of
that
trailblazing
friends
right
can
there.
play.
Oh, hey,
Together.
Albert, what's your account? Let me add you.
What?
I need to add you. You can be my personal IPC customer service. What do you think?
Salud! Hey, don't get any ideas because I nearly made up a service that doesn't exist.
So you don't want to add me? Guess I'll just have to.
Okay, there is a lot of filler conversation.
Wait a minute. We can negotiate.
And I
Yeah,
appreciate
need
that they're
this
trying to
one
do
too.
like
Count me in. Sorry to jump on the
You know,
bandwagon here, Albert,
skits
but
and
you're a
stuff.
celebrity anchor for the IPC. Everyone wants to be your friend.
But most of the time I just kind of like
Well,
zone out
put
during
your
that
account
stuff.
The next chance I get. Time for today's third redemption code.
Oh my god, we haven't even hit the third redemption code yet. Bruh. What's happening? We've got to be near the end though, right? Surely they can't hit us with even more. Like, we've had events, we've had banners, we've had quality of life, we've had back and forth, we've had teasers for the next update. Like, this is a lot. This is a lot to take in. I almost feel overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that's coming, but like in a good way. You know what I mean? Which, given that we're literally going into 1.1, is a little surprising. Most of the time when games like this get off the ground, they don't really start ramping up immediately.
Well, time flies when you're having fun. Looks like our special program is coming to an end.
Okay, we are at the end.
Darn.
But as the first guest on the program, you guys got any thoughts, reflections, complaints?
Oh, it's been an honor to be on the show, Albert. I gotta say, we covered a lot of ground.
I do like Albert.
Now I'm even more excited for the update.
That's my official stance.
Fingers crossed I get Silverwall.
I'm a fan.
Seriously, same.
Greg, how you feeling?
Dude, there was
I
so
feel like
much
I've got
good
more
in
questions
this.
than I came in with.
There was so much
What
good
new
in
directions
this.
will Lawcha take the
I
story?
want
Are we
more.
stealing exhibits
I'm
from the
overwhelmed
museum?
by the amount
What
that's
about those
coming.
companion missions.
I actually feel
We'll have to
engaged
find out
with the
answers
game.
in-game.
Yeah.
And like, no offense to Genshin, but
That's
that's
me,
something that I
Paul.
haven't felt
Pleasantly surprised.
with
It's been a
Genshin
lot to get
Impact
caught
for a
up to
while
know,
now.
but This was the first time I got to understand her moves and roll on the battlefield.
But this is crazy.
She's so cool.
For a 1.1 update,
Then again,
That's a lot
I
of
guess
stuff.
I kinda am her.
that's like a lot of
Double
stuff.
check that for a second, huh? Well, that's it for the Honkai
I'm
Star
hyped.
Rail version 1.1 special program.
Oh, there's
I
still
wanna
more.
Thank all you Trailblazers today for tuning in, and hey, we'll see you on the flip side.
Bye, Albert, and everyone else.
Later, guys.
Wait, do we have more? There's a solid 10 seconds. Oh no.
You
probably.
didn't think it was over.
It's not over. June 5th? Oh, that's tight. I knew it. I knew they were gonna do something. I knew they were gonna do something, bro. That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. I loved that. That was great. That was an incredible 1.1 update. That was just a great update in general. Honestly, like, if every version update is going to be like that for Star Rail, this game's going to go the distance 100%. And I love that, because the dev team, everybody who's involved in this game, I can tell that they take a lot of like initiative and like passion. They put a lot of passion into the game, just based on the writing and everything else. So I'm I will happily play this game. I love it. If you haven't tried it yet, I'm not sponsored or anything. I'm not like a Hoyoverse partner or anything like that. But if you haven't tried it and you do like turn-based, like your Fire Emblems and things like that, give it a shot. For real, on God. But that's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. I'll probably be streaming later today, so hop on in if you want to get caught up on everything that's happened over the last 3 weeks when I haven't been live. And yeah, that's it. If you're looking forward to 1.1, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.